In the summer of 2009, a group of about 15 people met at the Pinnacook Community Center with the intent of forming a Pinnacook Village Association. And out of that initial meeting of 15 people, we have now grown to 18 business members and over 80 individual members in the Pinnacook Village Association. And I'd be somewhat remiss not to mention the tremendous help we received from Concord 2020, initially starting up, and then after Concord 2020 closed down its operation, having fulfilled its mission, they infused $22,000 from their treasury into the treasury of the Pinnacook Village Association, which was a tremendous assist to us. The mission of the Village Association is to involve citizens in enhancing the quality of life, protecting the historic character, and fostering economic vitality for the village of Pinnacook. And I think those really are our missions. Pinnacook has gone through several transitions. Originally, it was people working in the fields and the forests, and then with the coming of the Industrial Revolution, it became a manufacturing center because of the abundance of water power. And then in the 1950s and early 60s, Pinnacook, like many places in our country and in our state, saw business go south and then overseas. And there was a bit of a dip in the spirit, I think, of the people of Pinnacook. But in the last 10 years, there's been a renewal of pride, and that ironically is the motto for the Merrimack Valley High School, which is located in Pinnacook. And it exemplifies the people of Pinnacook, pride in themselves, their neighborhood, and in their village. And so now we are looking to build on that. And I think the Village Association, although it's only been in existence for less than 3 years, has accomplished a lot. We now have the annual farmers market that will be beginning in June and be meeting every Monday from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Rolfe House on Pinnacook Street. And what an ideal location for a farmers market where families can come and buy fresh, locally grown produce, and right next door see cattle grazing, and to enjoy that with their families. Every year we hold the annual Christmas tree lighting in the village that just seems to keep growing bigger and bigger. As you go into the village of Pinnacook, you'll see a wall, a granite wall that was built in 1938 as part of a WPA project in the Roosevelt administration to get people back to work. And beyond that, behind that wall is a hill that was covered with trees and brush and debris and litter. This past summer, on Make a Difference Day, we asked for volunteers to come out to help trim all that brush and clean up all that litter. And much to my surprise, but to my utter enjoyment, we had over 60 volunteers come out, from young Boy Scouts to seniors like myself and everybody in between. And it's just another example of the pride that the people of Pinnacook have in their village. I think some people may have thought at one time, those who lived outside of Ward 1, that the best days of Pinnacook were far behind her. But I think we have seen now that her best days are in the future. And Pinnacook continues to grow. And the Pinnacook Village Association wants to make sure that we can take part and help and be a voice for the residents of Pinnacook, and to help make it a residential community, but still encourage light industry and business to come, and to foster that feeling of spirit that has been renewed in Ward 1. We are looking to do more with that hill we've cleared, and it's our intent to eventually do some planting. Very soon now, Pinnacook Village Association, in partnership with the American Legion, will be putting out flower barrels in the village. This is something we've done in the last couple of years. And I think that's one of the things that makes Pinnacook such a wonderful place. It's got all the advantages of living in the city of Concord, but it still has the warmth and the friendliness of a small village. And the synergy really comes from different individuals and groups, whether it be the Pinnacook Community Center, the Pinnacook Historical Society, the Pinnacook Legion, all working together for the benefit of the people of Pinnacook. And we can look forward to continuing to partner with other people in the Pinnacook area to make our village even a more inviting place to live. We have got a wonderful website. It's very simple. It's pinnacook.org. And if you go to that site, you'll see all the information about all the things that the Village Association is doing, plus there's a membership application. Several years ago, the Concord Monitor asked the question of its readers, where is Pinnacook? Is it the 753 phone exchange? Is it the 03303 postal zip? Is it Ward 1? Is it the Merrimack Valley School District that's located in the city of Concord? And the answer to that question is yes, it's all of those and more. Pennacook isn't so much a geographic location, it's something you also feel in your heart. And we have members throughout Concord, throughout New Hampshire, and even out of state. So anyone is welcome to join the Pennacook Village Association. And again, the website is pennacook.org. I think there may have been some people who lived in Ward 1 in the village of Pennacook who may have perceived that they were somewhat of a stepchild of the city of Concord. And unfortunately, perception is reality. But I think that through the work of the Pennacook Village Association and some of the other organizations I've already mentioned, we're dispelling that myth. And we're working in conjunction with the city government and nonprofit organizations. And we're making Pennacook what it truly is, a wonderful community of wonderful people. And I think the myth of us being the stepchild of anybody has been long ago put aside, and people realize that Pennacook is growing. It's in a renaissance period, and as I said, its best days are ahead.